Well, Jonny May, thanks very much for joining us. I understand you're coming back to fitness at the moment, so just give us an update on how that's going for you.
Yeah, so I unfortunately had a bit of a push setback at the start of the season with a grade 1 PCL tear, but it's been 6 weeks now, and it's a matter of either this weekend or the weekend after. But I just want to make sure it's 100%. It's been frustrating, but obviously pick my chin up and keep working hard, and should get back to it as soon as I can.
Excellent. Well, best of luck with that. Just before we talk all things LV, some good news for the club in the fact that Freddie Burns and Billy Twelvetrees have been called up to England's EPS. How have they reacted around you? And I imagine yourself and your teammates must be pleased for them.
Yeah, it's great news for them. I mean, Billy's obviously made a big move across from Leicester, and it's good to see that pay off for him. And he's a great player, and I'm sure he's going to step in really well. And Freddie's obviously showed the consistency this year. I mean, kicking his goals, putting the team in the right place, and just doing everything that you'd want a 10 to do. And obviously he's got that X factor as well about the way he plays, so I'm sure that they both can offer to England, and if they're given an opportunity, I'm sure they'll do really well.
So the next couple of weeks, turning attentions to the LV Cup. There'll be 2 players that join the other list of players that are missing in terms of the Autumn International. So a chance for some of the younger players to come through, and, well, case in point, Breakthrough Player of the Year last year, and yourself, you must be looking forward to it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, with internationals away, there's only other spots to fill, and there's lots of young players about itching with the opportunity to get involved. And even at Gloucester, people like Gareth Evans and Ian Clark, they're going to come through and do really well. And I'm sure there's lots of other young players at other clubs that can't wait for this opportunity, and I can't wait either, because it's going to give me an opportunity to get back into playing as well. So it's a cup that just gives you the refreshing change from the pressure of the Premiership. So you can almost play a bit more expansive style of rugby and let young guys have a go as well.
Yes, excellent. And we're here today at Wootton Bassett RFC, inspired by yourself. Is this where it all started for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's almost surreal coming back here, because it's just a massive part of my life. I used to play every Sunday at this ground, and we used to drive back to the old club. But what's happened now is, obviously, I've seen the foot plans in there. They've got a temporary bit there, and they're going to build a clubhouse out the front, which is great to see finally happening for the club and the club moving forward. Excellent.
And just give us a little insight as to your transition, therefore, onto Gloucester from here.
Well, I played from 5 to 16 here, and then like I said, every Sunday, so loads of memories attached here, and then went to Hartbury College at 16 to 18, and then managed to get into the Gloucester Academy. So it's just the process, but it's massive. I mean, all the club rugby is your bread and butter for all the young players coming through, because like it's different to other sports with no centre of excellences or academies up until 18 years old. So it's great to see the club moving forward in a positive way, and it really is a really important way for the young players to get involved at the beginning of their careers.
Yeah, I imagine there's a lot of young players out there that are keen to find out how that path goes, and interesting to hear. And so for a lot of the other young players out there in the LV Cup, you've said that it's an expansive style of rugby, but perhaps for some of them the chance to run out in front of their fans for the first time and pull on the shirt, and maybe to some of the senior players that'll still be there in the side to say, I'm as much as up for this as you are.
Yeah, definitely. And I've spoken a lot today, but we spoke about the trust that will be developed, because there's A-League games and the second team games, and the coaches will see that, but they won't really trust the young guys until they see them perform in the first team shirt under the pressure in a proper competition, and that really develops the trust, really, and you get a good mix. Like at Gloucester, we've got a great mix of old and young as well, so it's great for all players as well, and like I said, it's a refreshing change from other competitions as well.
Yeah, so rounds 1 and 2, first game is away to the Ospreys, second round at home to London Welsh, so going to be a tough couple of opening encounters.
Yeah, definitely, especially returning to Ospreys, where Nigel's come from. Nigel Davis, our head coach, has come from as well, so it's going to be a wet, windy, cold, no doubt, away in Wales on this Friday, and it's going to be obviously a great game to be involved in. And then obviously London Welsh have had a really good start to the season. It'll be good to get them to Kingsholm and give them a good go as well.
Excellent. Try and teach them a lesson and send them back to the Cassom Stadium with their tail between their legs.
Yeah, that would be great to do.
Excellent. Well, Jonny, we appreciate your time. We look forward to what you've got to offer this season.
No worries. Thank you very much.